the Repr function in Python. Today we'll talk about the Repr function, work with class objects, and we'll compare it with the str function. Repr is an inbuilt function that takes an object and returns its canonical string representation. It's an inbuilt function. It takes in an object and returns its canonical string representation. This is the syntax, and it's true for many objects and most built-ins that eval of the Repr of an object is the same as the object itself. You can see that this is true for the string and integer hello and 7. Okay, but what is Repr? It's a function that returns a string holding a printable representation of an object. Repr of the string hello world gives us this. Notice the extra quotes around the string. This is to build the string representation. And if we take this output to a call to eval, it gives us our original string. This is something it can evaluate. But can it directly evaluate a string? No, this is a syntax error. So you see, Repr gives us a representation that eval can evaluate. When you call the Repr function on an object, it makes a call to the Repr method for that object. Does a string have the Repr method? We ask with the dir function. Yes, it does. Repr helps debug your code. Also, if a class does not define the str method, then Repr is used for informal string representation as well. Let's see what this means. We have a class pretty. This defines the methods init and Repr. Repr adds $2 to both ends of the string. Hello is the object for which the string is hello. Both Repr and str print the same thing. Internally, Repr makes a call to the Repr method with 2 underscores on each side. We can simulate this in our own classes. Every class is a subclass of the object class. It inherits the Repr method from it. Let's override this. This is the class fruit. In this, we use the Repr method to print the article a and a space before the value of species. Kiwi is an object of this class. Repr now listens to us and does as we say. Let's do one more. This is class fruit. It does not override the Repr method. Kiwi is an object of this class. If we print this, this is an object of the fruit class. We could also try Repr of kiwi or simply kiwi instead for this output. If we define this again, but with our own implementation of the str method this time, and kiwi is its object, it now prints I am a kiwi as we instructed it to do. By now, you understand the use of Repr. Let's compare this with str, which also gives us a string. The main goal of Repr is to be unambiguous, but that of str is to be readable. Repr returns something that can be evaluated, but str returns something that is easily readable. Repr is official and str is rather formal. Name is Ayushi. Repr gives us this, and str gives us this. Internally, Repr makes a call to the Repr method, and str makes one to the str method. When you print an object at the prompt, a call to Repr is made, but strings at the prompt call up str. Let's see this in action. If we print the current date and time and print it with str, it gives us this, but Repr gives us this. We can actually use this to reconstruct the object, but we cannot reconstruct it in this one. Now let's see what happens at the interpreter. obj and repr of obj make calls to the repr method, and print of obj, str of obj, and the string for obj call up the str method. That's all for today. Don't forget to keep practicing.